On this day, a year from today, Harambe died. It was a momentous loss for anybody who actually knew him or became noticeable of him post-death. So, I'm about to tell the story. On May 28th, 2016, a year ago, a 3-year-old boy named Isaiah Gregg climbed into a gorilla enclosure at the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden. From there, he was grabbed and dragged to be kept in safety by the 17-year-old western lowland gorilla known as Harambe. Fearing for the boy's life, a zoo worker shot and killed Harambe. The incident was recorded and on video and received broad international coverage and commentary, including controversy over the choice to kill Harambe. A number of primatologists and conservationists wrote later that the zoo had no other choice under the circumstances, though I believe that they did, because Harambe was just merely protecting the young boy. Harambe was born at the Gladys Porter Zoo in Brownsville, Texas. A born Texan, mind you, on May 27th, yesterday, 1999. He was named by Dan Van Coppelen, a local area councilor who had won a naming contest sponsored by the zoo. He came up with the name after listening to the song Harambe, Working Together for Freedom by Rita Marley, the widow of Bob Marley, meaning Harambe had ties to the Ganji king himself. Harambe, in Swahili, is a term for communal labor. On September 18, 2014, Harambe was transferred to the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden to learn adult gorilla behavior and to join a new social group. Now to talk about the devastating accident. On May 28, 2016, a 3-year-old boy named Isaiah Gregg was visiting the Cincinnati Zoo when he fell into the moat of the gorilla world habitat. Witness says that they heard the kid say he wanted to go into the gorilla enclosure. The boy then got himself in, and his horrible mother allowed him to go in. The boy then climbed a 3-foot-tall fence, crawled through 4 feet of bushes, and then fell 15 feet into a moat of shallow water. Zoo officials immediately signaled for 3 gorillas in the habitat to return inside, and 2 females did so. However, the 3rd gorilla, the inquisitive 440-pound male silverback Harambe, climbed down into the moat to investigate the child splashing in the water, just being his civil duty. Over the next 10 minutes, Harambe became increasingly agitated and disoriented by the screams of onlookers. He was terrified. He dragged the child through the water, occasionally propping him up when he sat, or pushing him down when he stood. He was doing this in order to keep him safe. Harambe exhibited strutting behavior, walking around with legs and arms stiffly extended to appear bigger, a bluffing move, though one with inherent danger should he throw or drag the boy around too roughly. Harambe then carried the boy up to a ladder out of the moat onto the dry land, being the good Harambe he did. Afraid for the boy's life, the horrible zoo officials made the decision to kill the gorilla, doing so with a single rifle shot. Cincinnati firefighters said the boy was between Harambe's legs when the shot was fired. Harambe was killed 1 day after his 17th birthday. The reactions. The shooting was controversial, with some observers stating that it was unclear whether Harambe was likely to harm the child, as he'd had experiences with children before. Others called for the boy's parents or the zoo to be held accountable. Now, personally, I don't believe the zoo should be held accountable. They were just doing what they were told to do. I blame the parents for allowing the kid to jump the fuck in the moat. And after, again, having to climb, walk, and run through all that stuff they said, yeah, it was their fault. They had enough time to tell them to stop. Director Thane Maynard stated, "The child was being dragged around. His head was being banged on concrete, though this is untrue. This was not a gentle thing. The child was at risk." Director Thane Maynard was wrong. The Police investigated possible criminal actions against the parents, while the parents defended the zoo's actions. The boy's mother, Miss Gregg, also became the target of harassment on internet and social media, as she should have been. On June 6, 2016, Ohio prosecutor Joe Dieters said that the mother would not face any charges of wrongdoing. The zoo was being investigated by the Association of Zoos and Aquarium, AZA, which set the standards of zoos, and the USDA. The incident was recorded by a bystander and uploaded to a YouTube, where the video went viral and received global publicity. The incident received criticism from several high-profile celebrities, including Ricky Gervais, Brian May, and Piers Morgan. The then-Republican presidential nominee, now President, Donald Trump, said that it was too bad that there wasn't another way. Even Donald Trump agreed Harambe shouldn't have died. The incident sparked debate among biologists and primatologists on whether gorillas and other primates should be held in captivity at all. Primatologist Jane Goodall said that according to the video, it seemed Harambe was trying to protect the child. You know, Jane Goodall, the one who knows everything about gorillas and lived with them for many years. Goodall later issued a longer explanation in an interview with the president of the International Fund for Welfare, who concluded that the zoo had more choices than just killing Harambe. She wrote, "It was awful for the child, the parents, Harambe, the zoo, the keepers, and the public. But when people came in contact with wild animal, life and death decisions had to be made. Harambe didn't need to die." Goodall said that as long as humans and wild animals are kept in close proximity in zoos, there's no way to prevent accidents from happening, but she believed that the zoos with the highest standards of care could play an important role. Zookeeper Jack Hanna strongly defended the zoo's actions as a dumbass he would, telling them that they made the correct decision, explaining that the tranquilizer would have done nothing. Though they are a dumbass, of course. Fuck you, Jack Hanna. Primatologist Franz de Waal said he saw fewer options for the zoo. A gorilla is so immensely strong that even with the best intentions, and we are not sure that Harambe had those, the child's death was a probable outcome, though not the most definitive. After the death, Harambe became a staple of internet memes, internet ideas, and multi-other, even getting so much as being in multiple pop culture relating games. That is the story of Harambe. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I understand I didn't enjoy making it, but it needed to be said. Well, hashtag dicks out for Harambe.
Since you're gone, I can't sleep. Life just ain't the same without you. Without you. Without you. When I woke up on the 28th of May, I looked at the TV with tears running down my cheeks. I wish they took that mother's life instead. Harambe! Harambe! I miss you! Harambe! Why did you go? Harambe! Harambe! I want you to come back. Is that so much to ask? Harambe. Harambe.